referring to the Markee thing?
Heard the story about Boosie getting knocked off or his teeth getting knocked out.
What Mark?
Man, like Craig Daddy said, you win some, you lose some, but you live. You live to fight another day. Now, I don't even think there's one person in the YouTube comment section who have actively gotten squabbles throughout their life that they at least took one L, at least one. Depending on how long y'all been on this channel, you already know that I did a story about Nussie. And as it is widely known, Nussie's story and Boosie's story is entwined through beef in Baton Rouge, just to say plain and put. Now, it's come up as a topic of discussion for some reason. Vlad would have just randomly asked Boosie about the time that he got his teeth knocked out in an altercation in Baton Rouge. Once asked by Vlad, Boosie would automatically deny the rumor.
Was there any altercation between y'all two?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he didn't knock you.
But nah, he ain't even drop me.
Okay, but it was a fist fight.
Nah, he just came from the side and tried to sneak me, and the club broke it up.
The guy that allegedly knocked out Lil Boosie's teeth was a guy by the name of Big Markee from the Fairfield area of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Now, Big Markee was initially part of Nussie's entourage, but Big Markee and Boosie had a relationship prior to them falling out. Everybody in that rack, everybody in the city of Baton Rouge knows about this story. But this story will be brought to the forefront by Dana on Rare Reports when she broke the news about Big Markee knocking out Boosie's grill. Now, Dana would claim that Boosie and Nussie and Big Markee never really had an issue, but it was word around Baton Rouge that Nussie had something to do with the demise of Lil Ivy, which was Boosie's best friend. Nussie would have a song where Boosie thought he was coming at him. In the song, Nussie would say, "Pack the hatchback," but Nussie was actually talking about Boosie's cousin, Hatch Boy. As a matter of fact, you two fam, I'm gonna let Dana go ahead and tell that part of the story.
Pack the hatchback, and Miss Boosie's last name is Hatch. So people thought he was talking about Boosie, but in all actuality, he was talking about Boosie's cousin, Hatch Boy. He really did like Boosie. Nussie liked him, yeah. And he had a mutual respect for Nussie. It was never any beef. We may not be the best of friends, but somebody you connected to, like even with Boosie cousin and Nussie used to hang together. Trail, Donkey, he's a pastor now.
So if everything Dana is saying is right, then where would Boosie even fall out with Nussie in the first place? And why would Big Markee even put his hands on Boosie if everybody was all good? After the passing of Boosie's best friend, Lil Ivy, word got around Baton Rouge that Nussie had something to do with that. And rather than clear the rumors up and dispel all accusations brought against him, Nussie just let people talk.
I just knew that by me being in hands-on with a lot of the stuff that went on in the area, I knew that personally that he didn't have anything to do with that. But when you listen at his music, he was leaving it questionable.
Leaving it questionable because he ain't really give a fuck about what nobody thought in Baton Rouge, or rather he had something to do with that or not. Now, as y'all already know, Big Markee was a member of Nussie's entourage. Now, according to Dana, the whole situation concerning Boosie and Big Markee would kind of kick off like this.
What's going on? People were saying, people still thought Nussie and Marquise had something to do with Ivy being killed. And so they were standing in front, well, it's now Bella Noche. It was Fahrenheit then at the time. They were all out there because they're very small. Everybody, all the dope boys and everybody in the street gonna show up in one spot just to come through and show their cars off, or you see what they got on, And they were all standing out there, all of their entourage, and Marquise felt like Boosie was looking at him crazy. And
man, there was a lot of tension in that club that night. Now, this is a story that's been told all over like a hood lore for a long time, but nobody actually confirmed it. But Dana confirmed it. Then Big Markee would come up, they would be at a club again. Now, this was after the death of Lil Ivy and the death of Pig. And Ivy was
Boosie's mans and Pig was Big Markee and Nussy's people. Well, as the story goes, Big Markee was in the club and Boosie and his entourage in the club. Big Markee had TBG with him and they still had it on their mind. Now, this was during the time that the rumors were still flaring up that Nussy possibly had something to do with Ivy's demise. And man, there was a lot of tension in that club that night. Big Markee felt the heat coming from Boosie, and he walked straight up on Boosie and knocked him out. Now, the rumor said that Boosie got his teeth knocked out, but really he just got the grill knocked out his mouth. But nevertheless, the rumors are indeed true. Big Markee, a member of Nussy's entourage, walked up on Boosie badass in the middle of everybody. And knocked him out.
Now, this would be the story that'll prompt Vlad TV to ask Boosie about his teeth getting knocked out. But what Vlad failed to realize is that Boosie never got his teeth knocked out, he got his grill knocked out of his mouth. But since Vlad asked Boosie, did he ever get his teeth knocked out by a guy named Big Markee, Boosie was able to spin off and say, no, he ain't knocked my teeth out. And on top of that, he ain't even knocked me down.
Is this referring to the Markee thing?
What Mark?
There's a dude, I guess, from Baton Rouge that does
Oh,
some
nah,
interviews.
that's the crazy dude, bro.
Okay, because there's a dude named Markee who apparently, I didn't see the interview, but a lot of people were commenting about this, who claimed that he knocked your tooth out.
Nah.
Now, Big Dana would also clear the rumor up that Boosie didn't get his actual teeth knocked out, but he definitely got his grill knocked up out his mouth by Big Markee.
You heard the story about Boosie getting knocked off or his teeth getting knocked out?
Boosie's teeth get knocked out?
Well, yeah, his teeth didn't get knocked out though. People say that, fabricate that, his teeth got knocked out or whatever. He had a grill in his mouth. And the tensions was high. This was right after Ivy. This was when stuff was going on. People were saying, people still thought and said Marquise had something to do with Ivy being killed. And so they were standing in front, where it's now Bella Noche. It was Fahrenheit then at the time. They were all out there because they're very small. Everybody, all the dope boys and everybody in the street.
Now, it's alleged that Boosie used to be in the club pouring Hennessy on guys, spraying bottles at guys, and all those type of things like that. Now, they say that the day that Big Markee sat up there and knocked Boosie out, they say that boy Boosie was cold mugging that Big Markee boy like he was Soulja Slim off a pack of powder. Yeah, they say Boosie was giving that boy the meanest mug you ever seen on an individual in life. You know what I'm saying? Sucking on his gold toothfish. Fuck your man, dick talking all under his breath. And Big Markee heard it, seen it, smelt it, felt the aura, and knocked this goddamn grill out of his mouth. Now you win some, you lose some, but you live. You live to fight another day. Now, Big Markee would then go on to call himself Mr. Two-Piece. And he would even make a song in Baton Rouge alluding to knocking the rapper Torrance Hatch Lil Boosie out in the club. The song was called Mr. Two-Piece.
It's up to Two-Piece remix. I hope y'all love this. Marquise, I think you looking for a two-piece. Bow, 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 bow. I think he looking for a two-piece. Bow, bow, bow.
But victory wouldn't last long for Big Markee. As y'all already know, victory would not last long for Big Markee. Once you put your hands on Boosie badass, hey man, you living on borrowed time. Allegedly, when you put your hands on Boosie, you living on borrowed time. But factually, Big Markee checked the fuck up out of earth, you heard me? Yeah. But people in Baton Rouge will still deny that this even happened. You got people like Big Head, the Dome Doctor. This said Boosie badass never even lost a fade. He ain't never took no L, ain't never straight W's to come from Boosie, which I find it very hard to believe, YouTube family, because the hardest street individual on earth, the realest street niggas you know, done took L's. And as a matter of fact, some of the toughest gangsters in the world took the biggest L because they got their ass smoked. So people like Big Head the Dome Doctor to say Boosie ain't never took an L, man, say, man, stop lying for that, man. Now, we all love Boosie. We absolutely love Boosie, but stop lying for that, man, bro. So I'm going to go ahead and play out this insert when the interviewer go ahead and officially calls out Big Head the Dome Doctor about such cap.
I'm going to ask you this. When we did our last interview, you said Boosie never lost a fight. A lot of people was in my DM and in the comments. They said, what about the Big Markee situation? Now, was it a real situation or was it just a made-up story that everybody brought up?
All right, from number one, just listen how you sound.
Yeah.
Lil Boosie, Big Markee, that don't even match up from number one. So, I'ma say this. I don't even know like what that's all about, because when the situation where I was around when they was in the same building, I make sure that wasn't even gonna go like that. You feel what I'm saying? Because of the mutual respect that we had for each other, everybody. So you know, it wasn't none of that when I was in the building. So, but I'm not gonna compare them to them. I ain't gonna let you compare a fight with them because that don't go like that. From number one, like you seen Scarface, the movie Scarface, Tony Montana. You saw him fight?
No.
So when you see generals, when they be at war, but where they be at?
In the back?
In the command center somewhere.
Yeah.
You feel me? So you have to put that in mind, bro. Like, it ain't about a fight. You know, anybody can fight, anybody can win.
So yeah, YouTube family, man, Lil Boosie just went on Vlad TV and spun him like a tornado. He just went on Vlad TV and spun him like a Tasmanian devil. Because the rumor was this. The rumor was Big Markee knocked Boosie's grill out, and through translation it got lost and it turned out to teeth. But honestly, honest to God, in Louisiana, when you got gold teeth in your mouth and them motherfuckers come out your mouth, then people would say, hey, bro, your teeth fell out your mouth. Hey, he knocked his teeth on the ground. Anything like that, bro. So, yeah, man, listen, man. You win some, you lose some, but you live. You live to fight another day, man. You do. Now, unfortunately, Big Markee nor Nussy is living, man. And Big Boss, man, Boosie is still living. Now, we can't take away what Boosie is to the South. But listen, man, we not finna get on the internet and acting like he immortal. We not finna get on this internet, bro, and act like everybody don't take L's, bro. Everybody take L's, bro. And it was actually Boosie's baby mama who started the rumor that Boosie got his 2 front teeth actually knocked out. But the truth of the matter, YouTube family, is we probably had never know the truth of the matter, because as y'all heard, Big Head the Dome Doctor was covering up for Boosie as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if Boosie didn't actually get his front teeth knocked out. But as far as him getting his grill knocked out, his metal teeth knocked up out of his mouth, that's 100% real. And Vlad staged the question to where he was gonna get a bullshit answer. But everybody in the streets of Baton Rouge really know what really went on with Boosie, man. As a matter of fact, y'all go check out that Nussy story I did, bro. Because honestly, this was all inside of that Nussy story that I did. But anyways, YouTube family, man, that's what I got for y'all today. I see Julio Fulio mom just did an interview on Say Cheese, bro. Y'all stick around for that, bro. Stick around for that, because it's a lot of unpacking to do within that video. But anyways, YouTube family, man, hopefully y'all get to that bread, get to that chili, that cheese, that ciabatta, that fetty, that fondue. You know what I'm saying? It's Monday, man. Get to that bag, man. And as always, we're going to sit up there and stay down until we come up together. That's just the law at this point. I ain't on mine. But shit, I'm gone.
I'm pimpin' like I'm done one. I'ma stop at the store, sell me an onion.